5 years ago, Donald Trump once said that because Obama did such a horrible job, which obviously isn't true, that we never have a black president again. And we only skipped a year. It's like leap black presidents. Like, you know what I mean? It's like Sadie Hawkins black president.
Yeah.
But I think now the thing that I find interesting is the fastest growing demographic in America is biracial people.
Yeah, makes sense.
Biracial people.
Yeah.
So I think they have a different estimation of what that looks like. Because I was like, a lot of people didn't think, I didn't know America would have this kind of reaction to the first female black president.
I mean, Obama's biracial, Kamala's biracial. And I really just don't like the whole foundational Black America movement, you know.
Okay, family, you're tuned in to TWID Radio. Let's get into it. So we got, and let me just say this, family. Anytime you see black people, black men, and I'm not talking about D.L. Hughley. You got to understand, let's put things in context. D.L. Hughley admitted that his daughter told him that one of his friends assaulted her, and he didn't believe his own daughter. So he's a degenerate. We know that, to say the least. But anytime you see black men and women going on these platforms like this Vlad, just know they're the low-hanging fruit, because you got the Shannon Sharpe podcast, you got the Art of Dialogue, you've got Pivot, you've got Cam Newton, you've got a plethora of great black podcasters out there, and I like it. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of them and what they're saying, but I still like the fact that we have our a voice. We have our own voice. So when you have people like this going on to, and if you look, you can see that nobody's listening to DL, because it claims that DJ Vlad has 6.8 million subscribers, followers. But this interview, which was 5 months ago, only got about 215,000 views. So it lets you know nobody really cares about what D.L. Hughley has to say. That's why he will pretty much say anything. Him and Roland Martin, they'll say anything. They're bootlicks. We understand that. But I don't really even care so much as what DL is saying. Let's talk about this white guy, Vlad. Let's check him out. Now, he is a white boy. Let's rewind what he just said, what he don't agree with.
And told the story about how he was in a helicopter with Willie Brown and it like crashed.
Right.
And during that crash,
as waking seconds going, let me tell you about this bitch. That's, but you know, even when he does those things, like, I'm not saying Trump has dementia.
In fact, this was probably the most powerful political interview movement. You know, and Tariq Nasheed was just on my show, and I understand and I respect it, but I don't really like it. To try to wedge a lie.
He
kind of does, actually.
That motherfucker 6'3", biracial people.
Yeah.
So I think they have a different estimation of what that looks like. Because I was like, a lot of people didn't think, I didn't know America would have this kind of reaction to the first female black president.
I mean, Obama's biracial, Kamala's biracial. And I really just don't like the whole foundational Black America movement.
Okay, family. So that's what I wanted you to hear. We're gonna play some more, but look at this guy. So DJ Vlad, whose real name is Vladimir Lyubovony, whatever, he's a Ukrainian American. Now, he has the audacity as a Ukrainian, and we know they don't like us. That's why I'm telling all these black people who don't know, who don't understand, why are you caping? Why are you putting the cape on for how Trump treated Zelensky? When in fact, if you recall and or remember, when the bomb started hitting over in Ukraine, it was the Ukrainian government, the Ukrainian police telling the black Africans, no, you got to wait for the white Ukrainians to get on before you can board. You had African students in their room, you know, telling the story of how they were being treated by the Ukrainian. These people are Nazis. They don't like us. As a matter of fact, they hate us. But we have Stockholm syndrome. or as Dr. Claude Anderson would say, meritorious manumission. We want to have a pat on our head for selling out our own people. We want to have a pat on our head or get a butter biscuit, for ensuring that we stay as enslaved as possible to these people. But look at this guy, and he has the audacity to say he don't agree. Who cares about what you agree with? Who cares? You worry about your people getting bombed and getting blood getting spilled over there in Ukraine, while you make money over here in the United States off of black men primarily coming on to your podcast, making your podcast what it is. Yeah. You don't agree. Who cares what you agree with? We don't agree by and large. We don't agree, with the fact that you can't make money outside of black culture. That's a black man. If you look at his videos and look at his podcast, I really haven't seen white people on his show. But you know what? And for the most part, I blame my own people, not the low hanging fruit. But a lot of people have tuned up, woke up, and decided, okay, well, now we ain't dealing. See, if we don't get to the point where we start dealing with us and ourselves, because they not like us. If we don't start loving ourselves, then guess what, family? We're always going to put money in people's pocket who don't even like us, who hate us. And they'll pass that wealth down to their generation, and your kids will have to deal with the same systematic oppression financially that you had to deal with.
And Tariq Nasheed was just on my show, and I understand and I respect it, but I don't really like it.
He said he understand, he respected it, but he don't like it. How do you, what is it to understand? You're Ukrainian. Who cares if you respect it? You're a Ukrainian. White boy, go on back home and put some Ukrainians on your podcast.
Try to wedge a line between Black Americans and Black people from other countries.
It ain't no line, fool. He done explained it to you. And see, this is why Tyreek shouldn't have even went on your show. He went on your show. I know he rocked with you. I don't see why, but that's his business. He rocked with you, you know what I'm saying? But then you'll come back and say to another black man, well, why are you even discussing what you and Tyreek talked about concerning blackness? Because you have no respect for the culture. So now you're trying to, really get this low-hanging fruit to really come against something that he's really trying to start a beef subtly, but he's trying to start a beef. I respect it, but I don't like them. No. Foundational Black Americans, we are a specific group, just like the Haitians, Dominicans, just like the Gunanate, just like the Ukrainians. Yeah. So we, as a matter of fact, we don't like the fact that y'all are trying to separate yourselves from the Russians. How about that? DJ Vlad, DJ MaxiPad, you're a feminine dude. A full-blown woman is what I see.
Who immigrated, or their ancestors immigrated, because obviously Kamala was born in America. If you think,
it don't matter about Kamala being born in America. She did an about face on us when she said, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people. So what does it matter if she was born in America, fool?
Think about it. But Obama's not a foundational Black American. His dad is African, is Nigerian.
I understand because we didn't call ourselves black, they did. We didn't tell ourselves. They told us who we were.
And see, this low life, at least he says, I understand the argument, because see, what the white boy was trying to do was really seeds of discord. That's all he was trying to do, because that's what he does. That's what they do.
They told us remember at one point in America, one drop of black blood made you black. And now the very people that made us black are telling us what black is.
Right.
So I can understand the argument. I don't buy into it. I don't agree with it. Because I think, if you look at the diaspora, they went all over. Every place that didn't have black people indigenously came from the slave trade.
Oh, that's understandable. We understand that. But what we're saying, DL Hughley, is some went to Haiti. Some went to the Caribbeans. Some went to different islands, Jamaica. We understand that, but they got their own flags that they'll come over and they'll hang up proudly. So what you mean? You disagree or don't like the fact that foundational Black Americans themselves are now saying, okay, well, we're going to establish and hang up a flag of ours too. So what's wrong with that? Whatever's wrong with it, too bad.
So we all had the same fight. I remember I used to go to Jamaica years ago, and they had Africa, Jamaica, and America on a T-shirt that said "One Blood." And I think that this fragmentation, although I understand the passion behind the argument, I think that we are one collective.
Well, you don't have to tell foundational Black Americans that, DL. That has to be told to the Jamaicans that come over here with their flags, who say, I'm not Black, I'm Jamaican. That has to deal, you got to deal with the Haitians who come over here with their flag and say, I'm not Haitian. I mean, I'm not Black, I'm Haitian. See, they are the ones who, by and large, did this for years, making, you know what I'm saying, a delineation between their Blackness. So now we're saying, okay, if you want to get over here in a country that we fought for, you can by all means fight for your country over there in Jamaica, in Haiti. Fight for yours. We fought for ours, and we built ours into a superpower. And you've been able to come over here and you've been able to share in this success. But when you did it, what you did was say, you know what? Even though I'm over here, I'm not Black, I'm Haitian. I'm not Black, I'm Caribbean. Okay, that's fine. But don't get mad at us now that we're saying we're foundational Black Americans. You got to be out of your mind to think that you can represent yours and where you're from, and we can't represent ours and where we're from. When we start representing ours, no, we're all no.
And I think dividing us, it's like having a no peeing section in a pool. Like that's it's the I don't get.
Okay, family. Well, as you can see, what he just said was pretty dumb, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's low-hanging fruit himself. DL, he's low-hanging fruit, and so we don't listen to low-hanging fruit. You know, but I did want you to kind of see, you know, what we're dealing with these people. White man get on here and say he don't agree. Who are you to say you don't agree? Who are you to say we're wrong? So you go back to Ukraine and you need to go back and get rid of Zelensky as the president, and it needs to be just one body of land all under the rulership of Vladimir Putin. How about that? Yeah, how about that? Everybody wants to be in our business. Family, you've been rocking with TWID. You've been tuned in to TWID Censor. That's what I do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, all praise to the Most High.